Education is changing. The landscape of learning is evolving at a rapid pace, influenced by technological advancements, societal expectations, and global competition. It's no longer just about learning, it's about competing. Students are not only expected to absorb information, but also to outperform their peers in various academic and extracurricular activities. From the moment children enter school, they feel the pressure. Get good grades, pass the tests, be the best. This pressure can be overwhelming, affecting their mental and emotional well-being. This wasn't always the case. There was a time when education was more relaxed, focusing on holistic development rather than just academic excellence. Education was once about exploration and discovery. Students were encouraged to be curious, to ask questions, and to learn at their own pace. Now it often feels like a race to the top. The emphasis has shifted to achieving high scores and securing prestigious college admissions. But why has it become this way? What has driven this shift towards intense competition and high-stakes testing? What are the driving forces behind this intense competition in education? Is it the parents' desire for their children to succeed, the school's need to maintain high rankings, or the societal pressure to excel? In the following sections, we will explore the factors fueling this educational arms race. We will delve into the roles played by various stakeholders, including parents, teachers, and policymakers. We'll examine the pressures faced by students, parents, and teachers alike. Each group experiences unique challenges and stresses in this competitive environment, and we will consider both the positive and negative consequences of this ever-increasing competition in the world of learning. While competition can drive excellence and innovation, it can also lead to burnout and anxiety. Join us as we navigate this complex and multifaceted issue. One major reason for the rise in educational competition is the job market. The world is changing fast. The skills needed for jobs today are different from those of the past. Globalization and automation have intensified competition. Companies seek the best and the brightest from a global pool of talent. This puts pressure on individuals to stand out. A strong educational background is seen as a ticket to success in this competitive job market. Students are told that good grades open doors. They are encouraged to pursue prestigious degrees. The message is clear: excel in education or risk being left behind. The pressure to compete takes a toll on students. They experience stress, anxiety, and burnout at alarming rates. The fear of failure can be paralyzing. Some students thrive in competitive environments. They are motivated by the challenge. However, others struggle to cope. They may feel inadequate or discouraged. The focus on grades can overshadow the love of learning. Students may prioritize test scores over genuine understanding. This can lead to a narrow view of education, where success is measured solely by external validation. Parents and teachers are not immune to the pressures of educational competition. Parents want the best for their children. They may push them to excel, sometimes adding to the pressure. Teachers are caught in the middle. They are expected to prepare students for standardized tests and a competitive world. Yet they also want to foster a love of learning and encourage individual growth. The emphasis on competition can create a climate of stress and anxiety for everyone involved. It can also lead to unhealthy comparisons and a sense of inadequacy. Section 5. The two sides of the coin: positive and negative impacts. Competition in education is not inherently bad. It can motivate students to strive for excellence. It can push them to develop their talents and reach their full potential. Competition can also foster innovation and creativity. When students are challenged, they may discover new ways of thinking and problem solving. However, the negative consequences of unchecked competition are significant. It can lead to stress, anxiety, and burnout. It can foster a narrow definition of success, where grades and achievements overshadow personal growth and well-being. Section 6. Real-world examples. Stories from the Education Frontline. Education is a cornerstone of society, shaping the minds and futures of young individuals. However, the journey through the educational system is not without its challenges and pressures. The pressure to excel in education is evident in many countries. Students often find themselves in a high-stakes environment, where their academic performance can significantly impact their future opportunities. This pressure manifests in various ways, from the stress of daily homework to the anxiety of major exams. In South Korea, students face intense pressure to succeed in the Suneung, or college entrance exam. This exam is a pivotal moment in a student's life, often determining their career path and social standing. The preparation for Suneung is rigorous, with students dedicating countless hours to study and review. This single exam can determine their future prospects. The stakes are incredibly high, and the outcome can influence not just college admissions, but also job opportunities and societal expectations. The weight of this exam is felt by students, parents, and educators alike. The pressure is so intense that it has been linked to high rates of stress, anxiety, and even suicide among young people. The mental health impact is profound, with many students feeling overwhelmed by the expectations placed upon them. This has sparked a national conversation about the need for educational reform and mental health support. In the United States, the college admissions process has become increasingly competitive. Students are not only judged on their academic performance, but also on their involvement in extracurricular activities, leadership roles, and community service. The holistic approach to college admissions adds layers of pressure on students to excel in multiple areas. Students are pressured to take advanced placement courses, participate in extracurricular activities, and achieve top scores on standardized tests. The race to build an impressive college application can lead to a packed schedule, leaving little time for rest and relaxation. This relentless pursuit of excellence can take a toll on students' well-being. This pressure can be overwhelming for students, leading to stress, anxiety, and sleep deprivation. The long hours of study and the constant drive to outperform peers can result in burnout. Many students find themselves sacrificing sleep and personal time to meet the high demands of their academic and extracurricular commitments. These examples highlight the very real pressures faced by students in today's competitive educational landscape. From South Korea to the United States, the story is similar. Students are under immense pressure to succeed. This global issue calls for a re-evaluation of our educational priorities and the methods we use to assess student potential. They also underscore the need to find a better balance between competition and well-being. Schools and policymakers must work together to create environments that support both academic achievement and mental health. By fostering a more balanced approach, we can help students thrive not just academically, but also emotionally and socially. Section 7. Finding the balance, competition, and well-being in education. So how do we balance the need for competition with the importance of student well-being? This is a question that educators, parents, and policymakers have been grappling with for years. The pressure to excel academically can often overshadow the equally important need for emotional and social development. One solution is to shift our focus from solely external validation to a more holistic view of education. This means recognizing and celebrating a variety of achievements, not just those measured by grades and test scores. We need to value creativity, collaboration, and critical thinking alongside academic achievement. These skills are essential for success in the real world and can help students become well-rounded individuals. By fostering an environment where these skills are nurtured, we can help students develop a love for learning that goes beyond the classroom. We need to create learning environments that are supportive and inclusive, where every student feels valued and respected. This kind of environment encourages students to take risks and learn from their mistakes without fear of judgment. When students feel safe and supported, they are more likely to engage deeply with the material and with each other. This sense of community can significantly enhance their overall well-being. We also need to teach students resilience and coping mechanisms to deal with pressure. Life is full of challenges, and learning how to navigate them is a crucial part of education. It's important to help them develop a growth mindset where they see challenges as opportunities for learning and growth. This mindset can empower students to persevere through difficulties and emerge stronger. By integrating these principles into our educational systems, we can create a more balanced approach that values both competition and well-being. This balance is essential for preparing students not just for exams, but for life. Section 8, Conclusion, a future for learning, not just competing. Education is at a crossroads. We can continue down the path of relentless competition, or we can choose a different direction. We can create an educational system that values well-being alongside achievement. This requires a shift in mindset. We need to move away from the idea of education as a zero-sum game where there are winners and losers. Instead, we need to embrace a more collaborative and inclusive approach. Let's create a future where education is about more than just competing. Let's make it about discovering passions, fostering creativity, and nurturing a lifelong love of learning.